Hi there! So, in today's video, I just want to talk about the changes that are coming to the channel and what you can expect from 2025. It's a new year, if you haven't noticed. If this is the first video you see of mine this year and you haven't seen the 3 videos I've already done, then quickly, Happy New Year to all of you. I hope it's a good year, and I hope you're having a good time so far. Hopefully the rest of the year will be great. So, yeah, I'm switching things around a little bit, and I just want to tell you a little bit about some changes that are coming to the channel, but also some ideas and things that I have planned, or that I'm hoping at least for. We'll see how things go along. It's very easy to have ideas and have plans, but it's another to actually execute those, and we'll see how it goes. I might have to do a new update video at some point throughout the year and tell you that I've changed my mind or something, or this might not be relevant at all in 2 weeks. I don't know. Hopefully it will. But yeah. So, first off, I'm not quitting YouTube. I know that some of you were scared of that last time I made an update video, and I just want to say, don't worry. I have too much to do. Too many videos to put out there to quit, so don't worry. But I am changing some things, and if you are a regular viewer of my videos and you're waiting for them, you might notice some changes. But if you just watch videos whenever you think I do something that sounds interesting, then you might not actually notice anything. But we'll talk more about that a little bit later. I want to start out with my first point. I actually wrote a list, and my first is more pedals. Last year became a little bit too guitar related, especially towards the end, and I'm sorry about that. It wasn't really my plan. The whole scratch build thing sort of went a little bit differently than I was hoping it would do, and we ended up with having way too many videos, and it all got dragged out a lot, and it meant that there was just like a constant flow of guitar building videos and a lot of videos that didn't necessarily make a lot of sense, and I'm sorry about that. It was never really my intention to have things go that way. But I am starting off the year, at least now, with a bunch of pedal videos. So if you're interested in pedals, you've already gotten 3 this year, and next video is going to be a pedal video, and one after that is also going to be a pedal video. And yeah, I have already built 2 other guitars, and so I have 2 more guitars coming. So don't think that you won't get any more guitars if you're interested in guitars. But I do have, because I already have 2 more guitars coming. They're finished, they're done, I've played them, I've recorded the entire videos, they're coming. I'm holding off on them a little bit, just because I wanna give the part of this community that have been starved from pedals, I want to give them a couple of videos, just to, or actually more than a couple. When I say a couple, I usually mean, somewhere between 2 and 15, but that's not what a couple mean. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to try to really focus on pedals this year, and I have a bunch of half-finished things from last year's that I never really finished, things that didn't really go exactly as planned, and I didn't really come back to them. I, for example, have that stereo double delay pedal that I thought it was going to be this really cool thing, and that it was going to be great, and that it was going to, you know, like sonically play 2 amps at the same time and having delays just bouncing off of each other in a complete random crazy mess. And I don't know, I didn't give it the time it needed, and I didn't focus on it, and I didn't spend the time, is all basically. I need to do that. I think it could still be a cool thing, and I want to build it. I also have a couple of things that you guys have asked me to build. For example, a gate and a chorus, and I have these written down, so don't worry, but there were more. I also want to experiment a little bit with this thing here, which you guys might remember. I made this, and I made it to have a little breadboard, so that we could actually build pedals. And I haven't really gotten to do that and focus on that, and I kind of want to do that. I want to get into doing some fun videos with that, maybe some experiments with, well, what if we, for example, have the actual IC for an LM board? No, not an LM board, but the actual LM386. If we have the actual IC and we put different parts around it, and we sort of use that as a corner to build things around, like how many different effects can we get out of it? Because a lot of pedal building is just a question of, like, you know, the recipe. It's not so much about like what you're using. I know it's very easy to get boggled down on things like transistors or you know, germanium versus silicone and things like that, but really it's a recipe, and it's the parts surrounding those parts, and I kind of want to do experiments with that. Anyway, I'm not going to promise it, because you never know what's going to happen, but I want to do more pedals, and I also feel like you guys want me to do more pedals. The next thing is I want to experiment with acoustics. I want to do more things with instruments that aren't electric guitar. I want to experiment a little bit with acoustic guitars, but also acoustics in themselves. I have an idea for a guitar, an acoustic guitar, that I've never seen anyone build or experiment with. So that will be very interesting to see if I can pull that off. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, because I might not actually get around to making it, but I hope that I can focus a little bit more. At some point I want to try to get my hands on a acoustic guitar kit, so I can build my own acoustic guitar from scratch, basically a kit guitar. Just because I don't have... I'm fairly confident that I could make an acoustic guitar, and that I could make a decent acoustic guitar. Maybe not, you know, like a super high-end, top-of-the-line acoustic. I mean, eventually I would not most likely be able to do that as well, but as a first project, I don't think it would end up like that. The issue is I don't have some of the jigs and tools, and it would be really daunting to have to do to make all those things. It would be great videos, maybe. If any of you are interested in it, let me know. But it would eat up so much time that I most likely would build all those gigs this year and have to make the acoustic guitar, the actual acoustic guitar, next year. I also would have to come up with a place for all those gigs, you know, for like bending the sides and things like that. Because, yeah, I don't know where I would put all those gigs. I already have a horrible time with all the templates for electric guitars. I need to do something about that, and I don't know. So I'm hoping to maybe get an acoustic guitar kit and experimenting with putting that together, just, you know, for fun. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I just haven't had the time and space for it, really. But I'm hoping I can somehow sort of jigsaw it all together, you know, like a jigsaw puzzle or something, just somehow make it make sense. But I have some other acoustic things that I want to do. Last year I started working on the little ukulele kit that I bought, and it both turned out great and horribly. You never saw the video because I never finished it. I recorded everything up until I was going to cut the new slots into the fretboard, because I made a new fretboard for it out of walnut, I think it is. I'm looking at it, it's right there. But after staining the wood and working on the stain, I just felt like these pieces of wood, the actual kit, the body just wasn't beautiful enough to continue working on. Which to some of you might be like, it doesn't matter. But when it comes to making a video, you have to ask yourself, like, is this going to be something, or is this not going to be something? I personally don't really care about how like guitars look that much. Like, if I can get a vibe from them and I can get a story from them and a feeling, I care. But if they are like pretty and a sort of like high gloss or figured maple or whatever, I don't really care about those things. That's one of the reasons why I like relic guitars, which we're not going to go into, but it's more towards the sort of things I care about than the things that I feel most people do. But anyway, I need to come up with an idea to make it into something that has a story, that has some sort of life in it. But I want to do that, and I want to finish it, and I want to give you the video on the ukulele as well. But yeah, I want to experiment a little bit with acoustics. I have some other ideas of some things that I want to do with acoustics. So I hope that that's gonna be like, you're still gonna get regular electrical guitar videos, so don't worry. I actually already have another guitar that I bought last year that is waiting for me to start building it. I'm planning to have that later in the year. So even though I'm probably going to start working on it pretty soon, it's gonna be fun, because it's a guitar that has been completely smashed. I don't think I've ever seen a guitar be in so many pieces before. There's like a video of that Green Day guy, whatever his name is, swearing about Justin Bieber and smashing a guitar, and it just goes in all directions. And it's sort of like that, but it's not Billy Joe or whatever his name is. It's not his guitar, obviously, because I don't think I would get my hand on it. That's what I think you can sort of expect. I hope I will have some other like fun things coming in between that maybe are a little bit of a curve ball, but yeah, I'm gonna try to focus on building pedals, but there will still be some guitar things and hopefully some acoustic guitar things. I already have another acoustic guitar that I'm doing an experiment with, and I hope I can finish it. I'm having some issues with it right now. I've already started working on it, but I've hit a dead end, and I just need to work around it, and I'll come back. But that will be, its own video in due time. But yeah, the next thing is not as funny, but I feel like I had to talk about it and I have to say something about it, because I know that there is one person out there watching these videos, and yeah, I am thinking that I might drop the scratch build. I've already uploaded like half of the videos that I've done, and they're doing really poorly on YouTube. They're performing really poorly. No one is watching the videos, and no one is liking the videos, and no one is commenting on the videos. And I know that some of you think that I shouldn't care about those things, but I make the videos so that people will watch them. I don't make the videos so people won't watch them. And there is no real benefit for me to film myself making things, because I mean I obviously know how to build the things that I'm building, otherwise I wouldn't be able to film myself building them. I mean that doesn't make any sense to me, and I hope you understand what it is I'm saying. But I don't need like a video series on how to build a guitar. You know, like I don't watch videos on YouTube on how to build guitars, because unless there is something interesting in them, that is something new that I didn't know about or didn't think about. But in general, I am pretty happy with my skill level, and the guitars that I can produce. I feel are high quality guitars, even if so yeah, and it's just they're not filling any point. There's no point in them really. I'm at least not gonna have any of the scratch build videos go up this month, and we'll see. I'm gonna think about it in February, maybe uploading something or some of them or something. But I'm leaning more towards just letting the whole thing go and just not finishing the guitar, because it's just not really worth it. And the thing is, it does have a negative effect on the channel. Usually somewhere between October and January is when the channel grows the much. And it has not been the case this year or last year. And I think that it's because of the build series. It was sort of a disaster. And it's my own fault. You know, I'm to blame for having ideas that don't align with what my audience is interested in or want. But I also have to sort of look at it critically and think like, oh, what do I want with this, and what am I doing? And the fact that no one is interested, or at least, I mean, everyone except one is not interested. I just, yeah, they're not performing well enough. And the thing is, the channel, like, if I don't care about the fact that the channel is not growing, or how like that nothing is, then I might as well not care at all and just not do anything. I mean, why even bother doing anything if I'm not going to care about anything, so yeah, I'm not saying that I am dropping them. I'm saying I'm strongly considering doing it, and I'm leaning very heavily towards doing it. So if you don't see any more of those videos, that's why. And yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what to do, and I don't know exactly how I feel about it. I mean, I have the videos, like I already have them, so it's sort of a shame, but also it's hurting the channel. I lost in December alone 14,000 watch hours, which I don't know if that is a lot or what that really like translates to in the bigger scheme of things, but it sounds like a lot to me, and considering the size of this channel. And then I'm noticing it as well, because I have some videos from before I started this fiasco that those videos, they got like maybe somewhere around 20 likes and 5 comments maybe, or something, within the first 10 hours. And these videos, they don't even add up to like 5 likes in a week, and if I'm lucky, there is 1 comment on one of them, or like 2 comments on all of them together. So it's a really, it's a step back in the progress, and I don't like it, and I don't it's not what I've been working hard to get. And that's the thing. I realize that to some of you, you're subscribed, you like the videos, and you like talking to me, and it's all fun. But I'm struggling here. Like I'm actually trying to like provide a video, a new video every week, and really putting myself out there, and really pushing towards doing something. And I just have to ask myself if what I'm doing is the right thing. And that leads us into my next thing, which is the big change that is coming to the channel. So if you've been subscribed for a longer while, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, then you know that I upload, or I've at least been trying to upload one video a week. And obviously, like for example, the Scratch build, I try to have more than one video a week, but that's just technically because there's so many of the videos. It's kind of hard to have one video a week in a series where you have 28 videos, which is insane. And I should have realized that that wouldn't work. I couldn't have that long of a series. It's probably even more than 28. I just threw out a random number. I've tried to have a video a week as a standard and keep things on that level. And I've sort of come to terms with the fact that the channel is not ever gonna be a huge success. You know, like, I'm never gonna have 10,000 subscribers, or at least not while I'm alive. You know, like if I get, okay, while I'm alive, it takes too long. You know, if it takes a year and a half to get 1,000 subs, it's gonna be like 10 years or something before we hit 10K, which I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to continue making videos for that much longer, you know. Like, it'd be cool if I was still making videos in 10 years, maybe. Or maybe that would be sad, I don't know. You guys can decide if you think that sounds like that could be cool. Never mind. My point is, I've been running this channel in a very destructive way, and I've realized that I've been doing it. And that is that I'm pushing myself to find every little nook and cranny in my time to film things. I mean, sometimes I don't shave because I know I didn't shave in a video, and I need to record again and make it seem seamless so that it seems like I've been just doing this whole thing in just a span of a day, because I know that's what it would be. Like, if you sat down and build this thing, whatever it is, it would take you 2 hours, but I don't have those 2 hours, so I have to spread it out over a week and jump back and forth and film the things in a non-chronological way or whatever, and you know, like not wash my clothes so I can wear them for 2 days and make it seem like it's the same day. You know, weird, stupid YouTube bullshit that doesn't really matter, which I've come to terms with now. Doesn't matter. It sounds crazy to some of you, and it sounds super stupid, like, why is he caring? But that's the problem. Like, I care a little bit too much, I think. I'm holding myself and the things I make to a standard that you guys aren't even aware of and don't notice either. And just like video to editing, like just 8 hours straight, just wasting my entire Sunday just going like manically in there and just sitting there and just like, I have to get these videos done because I know that next weekend I won't have any time at all, so I better make sure I have this video for Monday and the next video for next Monday finished before the end of the day. And it's just, I don't think anyone cares. And I don't mean that in a sad, sort of depressing way, but honestly, if I have a video every Monday, or if I have one video a week but it comes out whenever, is there a difference? Does it matter? I mean, to some of you who has like crazy OCD or some shit like that, it might matter. but if it comes down to like having to like schedule my entire life around my video production, I don't know. I don't think it matters, and I'm starting to come more to term with that, because I have this mentality, and I'm definitely like a workaholic or something. That I'm just, you know, I'm turning this YouTube channel that is just sort of a laid back little side project, and it's just supposed to be like me having fun, sharing some of the silly things I make, and not caring and not taking it serious. I'm taking it way too serious. Like I have videos that I'm like, I'm planning this for next April's Fool's Day, and it's like, yeah, but you don't have to think about that because it's 8 months away or some shit like that, you know. Yeah. Sorry to anyone who thought that I was normal, and now they're watching this thinking, God, he is crazy. Who the hell is this dude? I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. But I don't know. I've had this sort of idea for a very long time now that I need to always be having videos and always have videos, and I've decided that I don't need to always have videos. And so I'm gonna stop, and I'm instead gonna upload the videos when they're done, and I'm just gonna, you know, when the video is finished and I've edited and I'm pleased with it, I'm gonna upload it. And if that means that you get 2 videos a week, or that you get 1 video every other week, or that maybe I go a month without having anything, I'm just not gonna care, because there is no point in playing this weird algorithm game that YouTube is playing, because the channel's never gonna get to a point where like this is my livelihood and I'm worried about the subscriber counts and things like that. I shouldn't care about those things. Like technically it is more important that the people who are subscribed and that are watching the videos are the right kind of people than that there are a lot of you. But if you have a YouTube channel and you go by these ways that I've been going about, which is basically running this like a production company or something, then those numbers are going to start to be important. And it sucks to watch your subscriber count and see that, another day has passed and I didn't get 10 subscribers. Because if you haven't paid attention, or if you don't know this, before you get to 1,000, you can see each number. But then when you get to 1,000, you go in tenths. And you think, and I think YouTube does this because it looks nicer, but also like aesthetically it looks nicer, but also because they think that, well, when you get to a certain point, it's going to be as easy to get 10 subscribers as it is, you know, getting 1. And the same thing goes afterward. Like, it's going to be as easy to get 100 subscribers as getting 10. And it's going to be later on when you have like a million, it's going to be like, getting 1,000 subs is going to be as easy as getting 100 subs. And the problem with that is that it's not true. It's actually not. Or at least it's not for me. I realize there are some YouTube channels out there where, you know, they're just flying away and it's like, yeah, I get about 1,000 subs every day, but I don't. If I can get about 20 people a month, that's pretty good. And with that in mind, you know, it's just like this is not a viable way of making content on YouTube. Not if you want to try and be here for longer than 6 months, because I mean, like, I'm gonna burn out. I just, you know, I just, you know, the engagement and the growth and all of those things are just, they're not working in my favor, and I need to adjust to that. Now, what does this mean? You might ask, like, how will this affect you? And if you if you wait for every weekly upload, which I don't know if anyone actually really does, but if you do wait for every weekly update, if you're like, oh, I know exactly when this video is supposed to come and where is it, then you might be disappointed to see that there is no video. But again, I don't know if anyone's like that. It might just be me who thinks that you're all just waiting for me. Very egocentric of me, and I'm sorry. I'm going to try to not be so self-centered for this year to come. But you might get more videos this year than you got last year. You might also get less. I hope it won't be a dramatic change. I hope it won't be like, oh, you got, 460 more videos this year than last year. Because I, went crazy and started just recording everything and uploading everything and lost all filters and just went insane. I just suspect it's going to be less videos, but I hope that it won't be that many. That, by the end of the year, maybe you got 1 or 2 videos less than you would technically get if I uploaded 1 video every week. But I also hope that it will make those videos more enjoyable, that you will notice that I am more energized and that I am more happy, and that the videos will be of better quality. I've already changed the way I edit videos to a way that I think is better. It does take a lot longer to make a video. It takes about maybe 4 times as long to edit a video now, but I feel like it's the right move because it's more enjoyable to edit videos. And you'll see that I've already I already have some pedal videos, and I hope you're gonna notice, maybe one of you will notice that they are shorter, they're more constructed properly, and I'm in a better mood. Another thing that I hope is going to be an effect of it is that I actually get to make the videos that you guys have asked me to do, and that I actually want to do, that I will do them more closely related to when you actually talk to me about them. Because the thing is with the other system is that I'm always working ahead of myself. I'm always thinking like, oh, I have to plan out what's coming so that I'm ahead. Because if I'm not, then I'm going to miss a week. But now, if I don't care about it, I can just sort of drop everything and decide, hey, you know what? I'll finish this video whenever I feel like it, and I'll work on this thing because George Michael over on YouTube said, hey, have you ever tried this? And, he got me excited to try that. So I'll try that and I'll do that video. And then, you don't have to wait 2 years, because some of the comments where people have been like, hey, can you build this? They're 2 years old and I still haven't gotten around to them. And it's because, I can't work them into my schedule. It sounds crazy, I know. But yeah, it's true. That I can just, if someone says something like, hey, it'd be fun to see you make a sea bass, no, a bass fuss. I can just, be like, yeah, you know what, actually it could be fun to see if I can do something fun with that circuit, and I'll just make that video, and instead of you waiting for super long, I'll just throw it out as soon as it's done, and I don't have to care. And I hope that's a change that will be for the better. To just have you guys feel like, oh, you know what, he did listen to me and he actually did make the video that I suggested. It actually showed up pretty soon. I can't make a video immediately, obviously. I can't be like 6 hours after you told me you wanted a video, it's there. It just takes too long to make the videos, and yeah, I don't know. I hope you understand that. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So I hope you will feel more engagement and feel more engaged. I hope everyone will, that the whole thing will sort of neaten up and tighten up and be better in that way. And we'll see what happens. But I feel like it's better for me to just basically, like, if someone asks me like, hey, you haven't made a video in a month, what's going on? I can just tell them like, I don't feel like it. And that's okay. Because I mean, like, I don't owe anyone anything and no one owes me anything. And that's not even how this is supposed to be seen or taken or anything. Because it's like, it's just supposed to be fun. And I am always telling you guys that the only thing that matters is that you guys are having fun. And maybe I should say that to myself as well. Funny enough, the thing that brought this on was that I was editing one of the scratch build videos, and I in the end, I looked into the camera and I told you guys to stay awesome and cool and to go and build and have fun. And then when I was editing, I didn't notice that I told myself, wish I could also have fun. Which I apparently just said, you know, like to myself as I was leaning over like this to turn off the camera, and I just listened to it and I was like, why did I say that? And I just thought about it, and I'm making these videos and I'm not having fun. Like the build in itself was fun, but the like editing and uploading of them was not fun. I was not enjoying it. I was not enjoying watching how little interaction the videos got, and like how this thing that I thought would be like this big thing that happened this year and that everyone would be super excited about just fell flat on its face. You know, and don't feel bad about it if you feel like, oh, I should have watched his videos or something. Like, no, you don't have to. But yeah, I think that's all. There are probably more things, but yeah. So summarize, let's build more pedals this year. Let's have a great time trying to have fun just making more pedals. Let's try to make some acoustic experiments as well. I have some cool ideas that I hope I'm going to be able to do. We'll see what happens, but you know, if they don't happen, it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll do them some other time. And possibly you won't see any more of the scratch build guitar because it did the opposite of what I wanted it to do, and that's okay. Sometimes you throw something out into the world to see if anyone wants to catch that fish, but no one wants it, and it falls back down into the ocean. And maybe that's where it's supposed to live, you know. Fish belongs to the sea. Anyway, I'm changing the schedule. There will just randomly be videos popping off. I won't upload like 2 videos a day or anything crazy like that. I'll still make sure that every video gets its own like span of a couple of days, just so that it's not, you know, clogging up, because obviously YouTube works in a strange way where the first video to show up in a while will block every other video coming behind if they show up too close. But yeah, we'll chill out whenever we can. And if you get a video every day, or if you get a video, no, not every day, but if you get 2 videos a week or something like that, and then nothing for a month, then, you know, it's just going to be okay. It's just going to have to be okay. We'll take it slow, we'll relax, we'll redefine our relationship. I'm sorry. I've been going on for way too long now. This video was not supposed to be a rant. I actually wrote things down to not be a rant. But, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You either have the time and energy to watch this extremely long video, or you don't. And if you have the time, then it didn't matter that it was a little bit ranty. And if you don't have the time, you never started the video to begin with. So, it's all good. I'm gonna go. I have a little bit of things to do, but then I'll be back to start building a new video. Build a new pedal. I have the enclosure here. Which I hope to get to today. We'll see if I get to. It's pretty early in the morning, but that won't stop me. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really, really enjoy this community, and it's amazing. You're all really, really cool and really, really special. And I'm not just saying that that you will give this video a like, even though it doesn't deserve it. I actually do believe it. I've never met so many nice people before. So it's awesome and great and fantastic and all other nice words that exist. So yeah, I'm gonna go. You're gonna go. I'm gonna build the pedal later in the evening. You're gonna do that too, but you're gonna do it now. And until next time, stay awesome and cool. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.